Just a few days ago, Draymond Green threw shade at Jordan Poole for not stepping up to support Jose Alvarado during that chaotic brawl with Mark Williams.
I tell you what, if I'm in a fight though, and my teammates stand behind me and do this, come on, man. We can't be doing it.
After being mocked one too many times, Jordan Poole finally snapped. He went live on Instagram, face-to-face with Draymond Green. No edits, no PR filters, just raw tension and receipts. Fans couldn't believe it was happening in real time. That's how the feud reignited. Some NBA beefs burn out fast. Others, like this, are deep, personal, and rooted in betrayal. They simmer beneath the surface, ready to explode anytime, anywhere. And once again, the world stopped to watch Draymond and Poole clash. So, how did it all start? It began when Draymond hopped on the Draymond Green show and dropped what fans saw as a direct shot at Poole. The timing was anything but random, cold, calculated, and meant to sting, right as the NBA world was still buzzing from an on-court fight gone off the rails. Rewind to December 27th, 2025. The New Orleans Pelicans faced the Phoenix Suns. The Suns won 123-114, but the score barely mattered once the chaos began. In the third quarter, Pelicans guard Jose Alvarado and Suns big man Mark Williams got into it. Real chaos, not just light shoving. Words flew, tempers snapped, and then punches started flying. The shocker? Jose Alvarado, standing just 6 feet tall, landed an uppercut on 7 feet 1 inch Mark Williams. The size difference made the clip instantly viral. Both players were ejected. Alvarado got a 2-game suspension. Williams won, but the real internet frenzy wasn't even about the fight itself. Standing in the background, right in the middle of the madness, none other than Jordan Poole. And what did he do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The clip shows Poole standing frozen, wide-eyed, hands stiff at his sides, like he'd just seen a ghost. Fans replayed it over and over. His deer-in-headlights expression became an instant meme.
I tell you what, if I'm in a fight though, and my teammates stand behind me and do this, come on, man. We can't be doing that.
That's when Draymond decided to stir the pot. He fired up his podcast and started talking about players who don't have their teammates' backs when things get heated. He never said Poole's name, but everyone knew exactly who he meant. The tone, the timing, the footage, it all lined up perfectly.
David West used to always tell us, man, if something go on the court, you go over there because you don't know what's going to happen. I ain't saying you got to go over there and fight, but you at least got to go stand up because you don't know what's going to happen. What if those five guys jump on your one teammate and you stay over there? Then what? You just going to not help then?
But here's where it got wild. The irony was impossible to ignore. Draymond Green, the same guy who once punched Jordan Poole in practice and sparked one of the NBA's most infamous locker room scandals, was now calling someone out for not stepping into a fight. The internet couldn't handle it. Twitter exploded. Comment sections lit up with fans roasting Draymond for the hypocrisy. Some said Poole was probably reliving trauma from that punch. Others joked he was smart to stay back. After all, the last fight he got dragged and it didn't end well. Every corner of social media had something to say, from jokes to deep takes on loyalty and locker room culture. One thing was clear: the Draymond versus Poole saga isn't over. It's the NBA's own soap opera, pride, ego, and history all tangled together.
So David West used to always tell us, man, if your teammate get into it, go over there. I have to teeter that line a little bit because I've been involved in a lot. And so when I hit in the mix, it don't always go that way. So I have to teeter that line and but you got to go over there.
What makes this situation even crazier is the timing. Draymond's latest jab came just weeks after he admitted publicly that his fallout with Poole was one of my biggest failures as a vet. So when he turned around and roasted Poole for freezing up during a fight, fans were left saying, wait, what? That's not just shady, it's confusing. People saw it as two-faced, maybe even intentional, like Draymond couldn't resist reopening an old wound. But to really get why this podcast clip blew up, you've got to rewind. This isn't about a random December moment or a throwaway joke. This is the climax of a story years in the making. What we're seeing now is the result of tension, broken trust, and wounds that never fully healed. This isn't new beef. It's unfinished business dating back to their time in Golden State. Before it all went downhill, there was a real bond between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole built on mentorship, respect, and shared goals. When Poole got drafted in 2019, he didn't just pick a locker spot. He chose the one beside Draymond, the loudest voice in the building, the four-time champ, the emotional leader of the dynasty. That choice wasn't accidental. Poole wanted to learn from the best, someone who had seen it all and wasn't afraid to speak his mind. Poole called Draymond Big Bro, saying their connection was real and authentic. On the court, it showed. Green set perfect high screens while Poole pulled up from deep, catching defenders off guard. They moved like they'd been running plays together for years. Draymond even praised Poole on his podcast, talking about how fast the kid was improving, reading defenses, controlling pace, using spacing like a vet. It was mentorship in motion, the kind of dynamic that made Golden State's system thrive. Off the court, they kept it playful. Draymond, a proud Michigan State Spartan, loved teasing Poole for being a Michigan Wolverine. On a show in April 2022, he joked, Jordan, as we all know, went to the school down the highway from Michigan State. No need to mention the name, but I absolutely hated him. Lighthearted banter, no malice, just competitive fun. That's how close they were. Everything was clicking. Brotherhood, chemistry, championships. The Warriors stormed through 2022, with Poole becoming a breakout star, averaging 18.5 points per game and looking like the next big thing. Together, they helped lead Golden State to their fourth title in 8 years. The vibes were sky high. Future secured, dynasty reborn, all smiles in the Bay. But then came October 2022. One moment shattered everything. During a preseason practice, tension boiled over and Draymond punched Poole. Not a shove, not a heated exchange, a real punch. The video leaked, and it was brutal to watch. The world saw it frame by frame. Draymond, the big bro Poole once looked up to, crossed a line that could never be uncrossed. What was supposed to stay in-house became a global headline. The punch wasn't just anger, it was betrayal caught on camera. The world saw what was never meant to be public. Years of trust vanished in seconds. That hit didn't just end a friendship. It cracked the Warriors' locker room from the inside out. No apologies, no statements, no PR spin could ever fix it. The mentor became the villain. The student once loyal turned cold. It was no longer about basketball. It was personal.
This is the biggest crisis that we've ever had since I've been coach here. It's really serious stuff.
Steve Kerr later admitted the leaked video hit harder than the punch itself. He said it shattered team chemistry so badly the Warriors never fully recovered. There was some trust lost, Kerr confessed. We have to get back to what's made us successful, a trusting environment. Coming from a coach who navigated injuries, dynasties, and drama, those words spoke volumes. Kerr didn't sugarcoat it. It was the angriest he'd ever been at Draymond Green. The punch wasn't just a bad moment. It crossed a line that made the whole season miserable for everyone.
And I would say probably by February, I started to feel like myself again and speak more. But guess what? There was 5 months of a season where slippage has just been occurring. And by February, if that slippage has been going on that long, you are who you are. At that point, you've built those habits. You've built bad habits. That is who you are now.
And Draymond knew it. He admitted that after that day, his voice as a leader was basically gone. When he called out teammates for mistakes, it didn't land the same. His authority was broken, his influence muted. The locker room shifted, and a strange silence replaced the trust that used to be there. Draymond became distant, not the loud, fiery motivator he once was. That gap hurt the team. Kerr even tried to step in, urging Green to take Poole out for dinner to talk things through, maybe patch it up, but Draymond never did. Not once. Every day, without that conversation, pushed them further apart. What could have been fixed with one honest talk turned into a cold war inside their own locker room. And whether they like it or not, the world can't look away. This isn't just basketball anymore. It's pride, history, and unfinished business. The real question now, what happens next? One thing's certain, this story isn't over, and the next chapter could drop any day. If you're enjoying the breakdown, subscribe, share this video, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.